To test the strength and durability of your edges, I'm going to be taking your blades and chopping into these coconuts. Remember, this test is all about what the coconuts do to your blades and not what your knives do to the coconuts. Alan, you're up. You ready?
Absolutely. Let's do it. It puts a lot of pressure on me having a coconut chop as the challenge. The Coconut Empire Forge was meant to chop coconuts. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, Alan, the handle is really narrow, but I could hold on to it really well. But you put a really fine edge on this blade, and it picked up a roll here and another small one right next to it. In all, there's no chipping, and it held up. Well done.
Thank you.
Hunter, you're up next. You ready?
Oh, yeah. I know I got this one. This blade's so heavy, whether it's sharp or not, it's going through. But I just gotta hope I maintain that hard steel on the edge and that nothing bad happens. Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, Hunter, first off, your edge held up really well. It's not super duper sharp. I feel pretty safe running my fingers across here without getting cut, but it held up really well. Tim, you're up next. You ready?
Oh, yeah. More than. I am dying up here. I just want to see that knife come down. I want to see coconuts shredded.
As long as the edge holds up, you're good.
Well, Tim, your edge held up beautifully, but for a chopper, this handle, it's kind of round, and on the second coconut, it just turned in my hand and glanced off. But other than that, well done.
Thank you. Bladesmiths, this is the ratchet strap slash. Now, a sharp weapon should cut cleanly through. Unlike the coconut test, this is all about what your blade does to these straps. Alan, you're up first. You ready?
Yes, sir. With the damage that I incurred on the coconut chop, I'm a little concerned about how it's going to go through the ratchet straps.
All right, Alan, let's talk about your blade here. It still is sharp, but your edge took damage on the strength test. And when I'm slashing through these ratchet straps, you can tell because some areas of this, it tore through it. Overall, though, your weapon will cut.
Thank you.
Hunter, you're up next. You ready?
I guess. The blade's not as sharp as I like it. When they go into that strap, I'm afraid it's gonna just bounce off. If it won't even cut a strap, there's no way I'm moving on. Yes.
All right, Hunter, let's talk about your blade here. When you slice through it, you can see that it tore some parts of this particular strap right here. But the weight of this cuts and pushes through all the weight. It will cut.
Thank you.
Tim, you're up next. You ready?
As I'm ever gonna be. I'm worried about my handle indexing because if it rolls, it's gonna glance off. I'm done.
Nice, dude.
I can breathe again.
All right, Tim, let's talk about your blade here. First up, your handle. It's on the smaller, narrow side, but you know what? It's comfortable when I grabbed onto it. Your edge, it's razor sharp. It pretty much cut all the way through, and it will cut.
Thank God.
Good job.
All right, bladesmiths, the judges have made their final decision. The bladesmith leaving the forge is Alan. Your blade did not make the cut. Ben's gonna tell you why.
Alan, I loved watching you set up for your Sanmai, but during the strength test, your blade took some pretty serious damage, and that caused it to underperform in the sharpness test as well. And it's for those reasons we're gonna have to let you go.
Alan, please surrender your blade.
I agree with the judge's decision. My blade incurred just too much damage striking those coconuts. This competition has definitely stoked the fire of my bladesmithing passion, and I will continue to develop skills. The Coconut Empire has only lost the battle, not the war.